For us, unfortunately, I had to because I had to go eat Thanksgiving and I forgot to save the game. So I probably had to sim it, and we lost, I think, like 33-16. I don't know. I got to check. Yeah, we lost 27-16. So we are gonna play against the 49ers now. And I think I'm gonna play like 2 games. I don't know, probably just 1. And yeah. Let's check out the superstars. You see Antonio Brown's a superstar, Von Miller, McCaffrey, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Lamar Jackson. Rodney Hudson, no, regular superstars. And yeah, I will be right back. If the game does start, I'll pause it, and yeah, I have to do something. Just watch the intro. Guys, if I do disconnect, I'll try to get the response fast as I can.
EA Sports. We are moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in week 9? That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Oh, it's going to be another tough game.
They go play action with Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by
what
DJ
a start! What a start, baby!
Set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
What an actual start!
Sure exactly what they
actual start.
Number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that
interception. And it's intercepted.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Hassan Reddick. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Jordan Reed has it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Pretty move. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 14 carries, 63 yards.
And partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front.
Nice game, nice game.
Into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time. A 2-step deal, boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The 49er offense.
What?
It's cold in here.
Yeah.
To get this drive underway, and still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room
Well,
right
it's
now.
pouring right now?
This game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Wait, what's happening? Is it pouring? Like the rain, is it pouring? Oh.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return here.
Nice interception, baby! Woo! Let's go! What a defense game.
We look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Oh, but they got
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And this is caught.
Let's go.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chester Rogers, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down
Come on,
big
come
early in the
on.
first quarter, And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the
Nice
ball all over
stop.
the place. It's way
Nice
too early
stop.
for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down
Keep
double
on
digits,
going.
and we talked about their game
Keep
plan
on going.
being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
There's Mostert.
Nice.
Inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they're now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Throw complete there, Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Sean Williams that time in on the stop. 2nd and 5 now. Mahomes nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home. Need better protection here. 3rd and
Man, dude, come on.
Mahomes and company. Now here's Mahomes. Well, he's going to go for it all. He bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Can you review my channel? Maybe we can collab.
Maybe, I don't know.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to
Wait,
convert there on
what?
3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Why I can't kick it? Oh, it's a big one, 67. I got a punt. Why am I so stupid for this one?
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Antonio Brown.
Did the Wi-Fi ever come back on?
What?
Did the Wi-Fi ever come
Yeah.
back on?
He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And this will be
Yeah.
out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too? Because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Here's Jackson. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if it's bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
13 yards there and a Niner first. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here.
Dude,
sometimes.
come on.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw again is Jackson. That's to his running back, Sony Michel.
That's it, baby. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this is Cook with a grab. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A first down there on a pickup of 25. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Gosh dang it.
There to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PA's here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Oh, my God.
The pressure gets to him again. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Mahomes going to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be
Gosh.
well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Brown. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Complete to Jones. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Nice.
And it's picked up.
Run! Oh, we're gone, baby.
The 20. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown.
Let's go, dude. Nice.
Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award on this very field, Von Miller.
Let's go, and we get the ball second half.
Expire here in this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL here on this first day of November. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where you see the final score there. A field goal, the difference. 17-14, the final. From there, we head up to our nation's capital to check on the Redskins at home at FedEx Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. 27-7, the final score. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. See what's happening with the Bengals. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. 2 touchdown passes for the veteran Alex Smith. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team...
Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. Yep, it's pretty much pouring at my area right now in Oxnard, and yeah.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay.
Oh, dang it.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he'll get this one out to the 50.
Oh, dang it.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And it's Michelle once again. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. On third down, Jackson. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mahomes now to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
First
A
down.
little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Mahomes firing complete, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson from the shotgun.
Another
And he's going
pick.
to be intercepted a third time.
Third pick of the
Good
game.
positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up
We're
shop
back. We're
at
pretty much-
midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Here's
No,
McCaffrey.
dude. He could have got a big game, but
3
apparently
yards
he
on the pickup
failed
there, and it'll be second down.
and tripped.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he's going to be
face
brought down by the
mask.
face mask. Here
Face
come the flags.
mask.
This is going to get him a first down.
More than a first down. This is gonna
We
be
looked at
great.
each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a play fake here on first down.
That was
and
bad.
his throw here's incomplete. Nicole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he's got Rodgers. And all
Are you
the way down
serious,
inside
dude?
the 5 to the 4.
I'm
Now,
about to
after
sign
the
a
completion, We're
receiver.
going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now it's Mahomes again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 20.
I had it.
Into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now give that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Really, dude?
And his guys are going to take
Oh my God.
their own 48-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Jackson. Rolling to his right. He'll run it. Past the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Here we go. Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Michelle on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal. Jackson. And
Nice pressure. Nice pressure. Keep on rolling.
Coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Looking
too far,
but it's incomplete.
They're gonna go for 3.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Joseph is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3, but I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied.
Is that rain or thunder? Dad? Oh.
But, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And that will come the offense as they take over. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. A field goal does them no good. They need a touchdown.
And right now, in his mind, in his memory bank, he's drawing on times that he's done this before. Not necessarily in the NFL. College, high school, pee-wee ball, wherever. Anything positive that he remembers about taking a team downfield with a chance to win, he's going to draw on that for this drive.
I'm sure that these guys live for these moments. Here we go. Going top shelf for Smith.
Oh, let's go. That's it, baby.
Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Mahomes going to throw it here. This ball caught by his tight end Wilson. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Now Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Tucker's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough 1st half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. He's got a man.
How did he catch that? They gotta hurry up. They gotta hurry up.
Niners. And even 40 yards. Back to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Going deep here for Stills. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
One more chance before we have overtime.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly
you kidding
right.
me?
If they go down and kick a field goal,
God.
the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Michelle. And he's got some space here. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of the play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. They'll run with Michelle.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson.
Nice.
Is incomplete.
We get the ball back. They gotta go for 3 though.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play.
No good. Let's go.
You got to try and find something.
No good at all.
Available there for him.
Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one, because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length. Because he has plenty
Gotta
of
hurry
length
up,
for
gotta
that.
hurry up.
But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know? Maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Got it complete to Rodgers.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash.
Let's go!
In overtime, he's able to split the uprights.
In overtime, woo!
Did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And you usually focus on the offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it.
Oh, man. That was such a near comeback game, dude. I needed that win. Like, absolutely bad. And we win. Good game. Oh, man. Alright. Man, Mahomes did good, but he threw like 2 interceptions. Well, my defense was great as well. 1 out of 5 and 3. We need to try to finish the season strong, healthy, perfect. And we have Brandon Jordan getting Jet on getting defensive player of the week for NFC.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Alright guys, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.